what I'm saying? Still juggling and shit.
Ooh, hop in that mo-
Anthony Edwards is consistently proving himself night in and night out why he is one of the league's superstars. Anthony Edwards has now hit that next level, that next tier of what it means to be a basketball player. He is in the conversation with guys like Tatum, Shea, players of that nature. But let's take a look back at where all this stardom began. Edwards was born on August 5th, 2001 in Atlanta, Georgia. He's worn the number 5 jersey since high school to honor his mother and grandmother, who both died from cancer on the 5th day, but were separate months. As a result, Edwards was raised by his sister and brother. Anthony Edwards worked as an instructor at various youth camps during high school. Playing basketball at Holy Spirit Preparatory School, Edwards was rated a consensus 5-star recruit, and he earned McDonald's All-American and USA Today, All-U First Team honors, and averaged 25.7 points per game as a high school senior. It was obvious that Anthony Edwards was miles ahead of his competition, and it was pretty soon that he realized the NBA draft was in his future. Entering Georgia just as a freshman, Anthony Edwards was a one-and-done who put up phenomenal stats as a college freshman. Playing in the SEC, Anthony Edwards was able to eclipse 20 points off of 50% shooting from the 2 and just a little under 30% from the 3, all while being a freshman. After putting up ridiculous numbers like that, the NBA draft was for sure in his future, and it was huge. Anthony Edwards earned the first overall pick in the NBA draft. It was no question that Anthony Edwards was going to be a star in this league, and that's exactly why the Timberwolves wasted no time and took him as the first player off the board. Anthony Edwards has done everything but live up to expectations. He has exceeded them. Anthony Edwards came in as a rookie into the NBA and averaged 20 points per game. The season next after, just his sophomore season, he earns his first ever playoff trip and bumped up his points per game by 2. 21 points per game he is now averaging. But in the playoffs, he wasted no time to get even more buckets. His points per game went up 4 points in the playoffs on some Michael Jordan activities, which is 25 points per game in 6 games started in the playoffs this season. Now, they were first round exits, but Anthony Edwards proved himself yet again as why he's a star. And then his breakout season, his junior year, Anthony Edwards earns his first ever All-Star trip, all while averaging 24 points per game on very efficient shooting, sitting at a nice 46%. Just as we thought Anthony Edwards couldn't get any better and more unreal, he does it yet again this season, bumping up those points per game, all while turning down his turnover numbers, becoming more efficient and more dominant. He is now averaging 26 points per game this season, earned yet another All-Star, being back-to-back All-Stars, but this season it looks as if he will be an All-NBA player. Anthony Edwards is getting better every single season, and that is exactly what we saw from Michael Jordan. Anthony Edwards was taken first overall, just like MJ. Michael Jordan was not drafted number 1. Anthony Edwards was drafted number 1, and every single season he's been in the league, he's gotten better. That's not going to stop after the 4th season. I think Anthony Edwards will be a 30 points per game scorer as his peak. We are yet to see the peak of Anthony Edwards, and he's already a top 15 NBA player. Anthony Edwards is on a phenomenal trajectory, and he may even get a ring. With the team he's on, surrounded by great talent and great depth, and sitting at the number 3 seed in the star-studded West, with top teams like OKC and of course the last year defending champs Denver Nuggets. We'll see what he can do in the league with Jokic. But right now it's looking like he's putting up a phenomenal fight, and that's going to continue to happen. Anthony Edwards is the next MJ. But that's it for today, and I hope y'all did enjoy. As always,